Hey, welcome back. This is the last video of this course, so I've made this course from the start to the end. So if you have watched it, thank you for that. And if you're new to this channel and you were interested on how you wanted your application to go live, this is the video for it. It might take long, but I want you to understand everything that you need to know about taking your M-Pesa app to live. So you have consumed it and you want to know how to go live, so this is the video for you. So in order to go live, you first need to apply for a Paybill, and I'm going to explain where to apply the Paybill and what type of Paybill works with the Daraja API. So where you can apply to a Paybill, I will provide the links for this, where to apply, where for information, and the blog about it. So I've gone through I've gone through the website of Safaricom, and I understand everything that you need to know, and I have helped other businesses to go to live. So if you find this work hectic, you can hire me at an affordable price. I can take it live for you and code it to you or integrate it to you for your website that you need for Python, PHP, and Node. So here, this is where you can apply for a Paybill. You can see here, this is M-Pesa Business Still. So you can come here. Let me come to this LIPA Na MPESA. I'll provide this link so that you can see where you can apply for a Paybill. So this is where you apply for a Paybill. You can just click here, apply now. When you click apply now, you'll be provided by this at this portal, which is called mpesabusiness.co.ke. So here it's where you can click apply now. And now I want to explain there are these categories. The category 1, which is M-Pesa Business Till or buy goods, short-term Paybill, business bulk business to customer, which is the B2C for bulk payments, then Paybill, and then there is one-time Paybill, which is new. Now I'm going to explain from here. We have, this is a till number. The till number, the business till is a till number. This it works. There's only one type of till number that can work with Daraja API. So because there are 4 types of them, which is individual settled to owner M-Pesa, and individual settled to owner's bank, and there is sole proprietor which is linked to M-Pesa, and there's sole proprietor which is linked to owner's bank, and also I think they have included it is also linked to your M-Pesa. So this is the one that when you pay, you get the individual's name, this and this. So the difference is that this and this they have been the one is connected to a bank and another one is not. So, and if you want when someone pays and then he gets the till number, the name of the business or the institute, this is the type of Paybill till to apply. So you can work with the sole proprietor or sole proprietor linked to bank. Now for Daraja API, and this is what you should note, for till numbers, it will only work for sole proprietor linked to bank. This is the only one that will work with Daraja API, and it will not work for SDK, but it will only work for C2B. This is the one that is mostly used for in supermarkets. So this is the one that will work with Daraja API. So we will close that. Then there is short term. This will not work. This is the Paybill that you apply for a shortest time, then it will be closed. This will not work. Now this bulk payment, business to B2C. So this is a different Paybill, which is different from the original Paybill that we know. It's the one that is used to distribute funds. I will get back to that. Then there is Paybill. This is the one that will work very perfectly with Daraja API because it's not limited. This is the one that will work with every API that you want, apart from B2C, because when you want a B2C, you will have to apply a different Paybill, which is for business to customer, and if for SDK and C2B and check transaction reversal and stuff, you will use this. So this is the best one to work for business for Daraja API, and this one is the one that is used for auto withdrawal or B2C. And Safaricom has seen that it's very hectic to load, because I'll show you on how you can load this B2C and how you can load this. So before they introduced this one business account, we used to those who have business Paybill, then you cannot transfer money from this Paybill to bulk payment. So you will have to, I'll show you on how you can you will deposit to the business Paybill and the Paybill. So you cannot send your money from from C to B to B to C. So that's one thing. But this account here, it's one time, so it contains the B2C, the C2B, and the B2C. They are linked together. So this is a new one. I've not found a client that I've integrated for him or her this kind of Paybill, but I will be willing to find out. If you have the documents to apply for this, you can apply, then we can test it with you so that we can see the process of taking it to live. So but for this, I have integrated for clients and this. So now you have applied for a Paybill. The next step that you need to do, you need to take after you have been given your Paybill, you will have to download a certain document. This document is the one that you are going to fill. So this document is this one. This is the document that I'll provide where to download it. So this is the most important part where you need to know. So in order to take your application to go to live, if you have the Paybill, you will come and fill this form. So the way you are going to fill this form, I want to make it clear, is this. For a Paybill, you will come here and click new account, new administrator account. Then the next thing that you are going to do, you are going to click Paybill. Then after that, you will click here. Then you will come here and fill to this first table. You will fill your short code, your Paybill that you applied for and you are given. Then the next thing, you will leave this blank. This one, the second one, you leave it as blank. Then you will write the organization name, the name that when someone pays to that Paybill, he gets. So if your Paybill, when someone pays, then he gets Umeskia software, you will write there Umeskia software. So the name that someone gets after paying to your Paybill, that's the one that you will enter there. Then prefer administration name. This you can create a one name, the username that you prefer to have. Then you will write the first name, and remember the first name, middle name, and the last name. You will plus the email. You will write the one that you wrote while you are applying for the Paybill, so that when you are asking for credential, that's the only email that Safaricom will be contacting you. So remember, important notes is that the first name, last name, and the first name, middle name, if you have the middle name, and the last name, and the email plus the ID, and all this personal information should be the owner of the Paybill, the one who applied, so that when you're communicating with Safaricom, they will know who you are. So here you will fill the email, then you will fill the ID, the type of document that you want. It's for, if it is ID, you'll write ID. Then you will fill your ID number. Then nationality, you write Kenya. Then here you will write date of birth, then your phone number that is linked to that Paybill. So that from there we are together. So the next, you will skip this all filled. Then you will come here and tick Paybill. You will come here and tick Paybill, then skip it. You will tick here Paybill, then skip it. So you will skip this, then tick here Paybill, then you will skip this. You will leave this as blank. Then the next thing that you are going to do, you will sign here. You will sign here. You will write your name, then date, and sign. And make sure, because I have applied for some businesses, and what I usually face is that you must find another person to sign. So you must sign the two sides so that they can process them. So after you have filled this documentation as the way I have as the way that I have told you, you will now come and write an email. This email you will come and write like this. So this I will type the way you are going to write. So you will write you'll send it to this email, the email that I will display here. Then you will write the subject as this: requesting for M-Pesa. Let me see for an email here. So this is the way you will, after filling the document, this is what we will do. You will come and write request for Paybill admin credential for M-Pesa portal. That will be your subject. Then you will send to these emails. I will put here an image where it displays on how you can write the email. Then the next thing that you will do, you will send that document with your ID front and back. Then you will wait for them to respond. You will get an email like this where it states that they have received. Then you wait so that they can process. So after that, they will send you a message. Once they see your credentials are okay, they will send you a message. For me, let me share mine. So this is how they will reply. They will reply from this email. This email is the one that they will reply it for you. Then the email will state that your M-Pesa account is that. I will hide this because this is my personal information. So your M-Pesa account is for mine is 8044747. Then the organization name that you entered there has been created, and your username is that, and your password is that. So I will display a dummy one here so that you can understand. So that's what they will reply to you. Now after you've gotten this message, the next process that you are going to do, you are going to log in back to your Daraja API, your developer portal. So when you log into your developer portal, you will come here at go live. When you want to go live, this is where, remember the message that you were sent. You were sent the organization shortcode that you have already. Then the organization name, this is the name that when someone pays, he will get that. Then you are given also the username. Now you will come here and write the organization name here. Then come here and write the organization name as which is given when someone pays the pay bill. Then you will write here the username that you were given, and you also wrote in that document that you submitted to Safaricom. After that, you will click you will accept these terms and conditions, then click next. I'm not going to proceed to that, but I'm going to explain what will happen. You will be taken to a page where you will be asked to enter the OTP that will be sent to that pay bill, which is linked to it will be sent to a number which is linked to that pay bill. Then you'll enter the OTP there, then confirm the OTP, and then what will happen, you will receive two things. You'll receive an email that states that congratulations, you have gone live. So let me share. So you will receive this email from here, and this email is the one that will show you that all the API links that you will replace with your sandbox. So here you will be given for reversal, you will use this. Then for C2B you will use this. Then for transaction status you're going to use this. For everyone, for M-Pesa SDK you will be given all this. So for M-Pesa SDK you'll use this and this. So you'll be given all the links for going live, because you remember that on sandbox, for example here at SDK, when we were using this, we used here a URL that has the name Sandbox, but you can see for production you will get the one that has API, so there will be a difference from that. So we'll replace where on your code which is on the Sandbox, we'll replace it with this. Now after you've received this email, you will also on your Daraja API portal, you will notice that on your Daraja portal, you will notice that there will be a new app which will be created once you have gone live. So you will come here to your apps, then you will come and drop this. Let me log into the one that has an account which has gone live, so that you can see where an app will be created once you have entered the credential and verify the OTP. You will receive an app. So let me log into an account that has a live app so that you can see how it appears. So you can see when you come here at my apps, then click this drop down menu, you will notice that the app that you triggered, the credential that you entered during to go live, there will be an live app which is so different from this which are Sandbox. So for example, let me click for here for this Umeskia accessory, because this is a till number that I take it to which is live, and you can see you will receive this. You will receive the production API, the consumer key and the consumer secret, which will be used for going live. So you'll replace it with the one that are in the Sandbox. So you can see from here you will receive this, and then now you will the first time you will create, you will receive your app will have a badge here which will state it as new, but even if you go and test it, it will not work. So this is the next process that you need to do. You will come and copy this the name of your app, which is this. It will be generated automatically. Then go back to an email. If you have go back to the email, then you will come and create and write an email which you will send it to support. I will write where you will send it to this support. So this email, then you will write like this. So the subject of the email will be the name of your app. Then you will just write, please activate my app and send me the passkey. Then they will send you an email which will have your passkey, which the passkey you're going to use for your SDK push where you are going to live. So in your SDK push, you will put in the access token, you will put the live consumer key and consumer secret of your app. Then for the URL, you replace it with the live ones, which you will get after going live, which will be sent to your email. Then you will enter the live passkey of your app. You can see so that you can it will be able to work live. Then I think that's what you need to know. So for that process, it will work for SDK, B2C, and any other. So the next thing that we need to know about going live, it's a very long process, but for SDK and C2B, that's the only thing you need to know. And now I'm going to explain to you how you're going to manage these other APIs, because you remember the other API like transaction status, account status, and B2C, you need security credentials. So I'm going to explain on how you can create it for live. So for B2C, we're going straight to B2C. This is what you will need. You will need first to apply for a B2C Paybill, and make sure you get this. Apply for a B2C Paybill. This is different from the C2B. So the B2C Paybill is the one that you cannot deposit direct from M-Pesa. I will show you on the way that you're going to deposit direct from a certain method. I will show you on how. But if you have this B2C, or you have this one-time business, because I'm not going to talk more on on the one business account, because I've not taken anyone to live with it, so I have zero less information about it, but I will focus on this. So for B2C, you will apply for a Paybill, which is a B2C. Most of them, they always start with 333. So 3 and something, they will start with 3. Mostly of our Paybill will start with according to the organization and the type of Paybill they applied. So you will need, for B2C, you will need this type of Paybill. Now the next thing, after you have a Paybill for B2C, you will not write an email so that they can send you an account for going live. They will, when you apply, once you apply, it depends. Once you apply, you will receive the username and the password, which will be given to you. But if you don't receive, you can write the letter, the one that we filled. I explained on this letter. You can fill this letter, then just here you can click bulk payment instead of clicking for Paybill. But if instead of clicking for Paybill, you will click bulk payments. So that's how you are going to fill. If you don't know how to fill this form, you can stop this video, then go back to the first video of going live, so that you can understand on how you can take it to you can fill this form. But the difference between that, the one that I explained in the first video, and this is that you will click just here the bulk payment instead of clicking the Paybill or buy goods. You will just click bulk payment, then here bulk payment, but the rest are just the same as that. So you will receive, once you have received your username and password, you will come to here to developers, then click here go live. Then you fill here, as I explained in the first video. You fill here, then you fill here, then you click, and then you will be sent an OTP with an email for going live. Then you will just come here at my apps. You will find it, an app that has been created. Now it will be created, and once you receive the app, if your app has a badge here which is stating new, it will not work. Just write to Safaricom, just copy this, then write to Safaricom, please activate my app. Then they will activate it. It depends. So if they are not activated, you can write an email to them so that they can activate it to you. So if after you have gone live, you will have your own app which will be provided your consumer key and your consumer secret. Now the next thing, you will come back to your code, which is for B2C, the one that I displayed here. So in this B2C, everything will just remain the rest, but you will change here the API link, the link for consuming the API, to the production link, which you write API.that. Then you will come here. Remember, on B2C, you are always required to have a security credential, and generating a security credential, as I explained here, generating a security credential, you will need the password, and also you will need here for B2C, you will also need the initiator name. Now this is the complex part about the B2C. You will come here to this. This is where I will explain the B2C. I will provide this link so that you can understand. So you will read this, but what we are interested in is this. You have already before loading your account, you will need to create users who will be able to you will need to create users. You will need to go to your M-Pesa portal, which I will provide the link to it. So the M-Pesa portal looks like this. Come to this M-Pesa portal, where you will enter your password and the username that you are given, plus the password that you are given. So I will provide a link for Safaricom YouTube video that explain more on how you can create account, but you will need to create this type of users. The type of users that you will need to create is this one, business administrator. You can see the roles that he or she has to do. So you will come and read these types of users that you will need to create in order for B2C. So the one that you will have, the business manager, I think it's the business manager. He has the approval, so he can the name of the one that you will assign business manager is the one that you will put his name as initiator name. So you will put the initiator name, and also when you create that user, you will receive also the password. So if you want to know how to create those such kind of users, I'll provide a link for Safaricom that will explain more about this. Then after you've received you've created the user, you have entered the initiator username and the initiator password that you created from the M-Pesa portal. You will come now, and you will come and replace them to your code here, and you will replace it to your code here, plus you will replace it where we are generating the security credential, because when we need to encrypt the password. So you'll replace your password which you have stated there. Now your API is ready to be consumed on API level, but you will need a way of funding your account, because when you will place those credentials, you will notice that it will send a data response that states that insufficient funds. So you will need to load your funds. So the method of loading and B2C Paybill is very different. You don't load it from your M-Pesa. What you do, you load it from a method which is known as RTGS transfer. This RTGS transfer is a method of which you can request from your bank. All banks, including these banks that they've stated here, NCBA, Cooperative, Equity, and KCB, they have internet banking. On internet banking, they can show you on how to load to make an RTGS transfer. So in order to load an RTGS transfer, you will quote the B2C short code, and then you will put first the 333. So for here they've explained, if your short code or your pay bill is 333, your B2C is 123456, you need to add first the 333 and followed by your short code as your beneficiary account number. Make sure you add this. So because if you don't, it will take time to load and you will have to reverse the money, then you load it again. Now, and the minimal transfer for that is it will cut. You can transfer any amount, but know that there is a transfer for any amount that you transfer to RTGS. It will cut you 600 shillings, and depending on the bank, there are other banks that are way less, but for me, I have been using KCB. They always cut a transaction fee of 500 shillings. So you need to load you will need to load a lot of money so that you can facilitate the transaction well. Now after that, you can be able to move funds to your account, to your M-Pesa organization portal. I'll provide a link for Safaricom also in this video, where it explains on how after you have transferred from RTGS, then they will show you on how you can move it to one working account, where when someone requests, it will withdraw from that portal. I think that's everything you need to know about the B2C. If you have any question about how to go live and how to do this thing, or if you find this thing hectic, you can just contact me on my WhatsApp. So I will show you and guide you on how to do this. And if you're new, if you're new to this channel, just subscribe, because I've worked hard for this tutorial, and this is the end of the M-Pesa Daraja API. It has been a long journey, but we have managed to finish this API. So please subscribe, hit that notification bell, so when I upload another series of coding or programming or building a software, you will always get. So see you in my next videos.